Hello guys and welcome to round number 9 of the Gavra Racing Championship on F1 2018, and tonight we are at the Italian Grand Prix, not far from I'm trying to think of the place now. I'm having a bit of a brain fart. We've had one off already, and that would be Daza and Vetro, to avoid that. It is far from Milan, that's it. It's about half an hour away from Milan, and track temperature and air temperature is looking to be a hot one today in qualifying. We've got a new driver taking space in the race tonight, and that is Joanna coming from the Project Cars 2 series in the LMP2s, and making the odd appearance in other series like the GT3s. She's come to join us in the F1 as Mike has gone straight off. Yeah, Mike went straight off there, but Joanna's just gone off as well. The Vetro, who is the closest person to the line, so we're on board with Vetro down towards turn 1. 8 gear now, and down towards turn 1, braking about the 150 metres to 100, 125, trying not to lock up as he's on there. But he's made the call quite well, getting the power down quite quickly and putting the foot flat all the way around this right-hander here, trying to stay as close to that curve as possible. He ease out to the side slightly, brakes about 125, 110 metres. Try not to do what Vetro did there, and slow down quite a bit. Coming through to Deckner 1 and Deckner 2, I'm pretty sure this is. And we go down the back straight towards the tunnel, and Gav and Vetro have a bit of contact there going into the corner, and riding on the cockpit camera that we get from the TV side as we go down towards the final corner, which is Parabolica. Getting the entrance well and getting the exit good. Trying to run as wide as he's done there and getting it power down towards the line, and coming across the line, setting 121.7, I mean. So that's a quick lap from Vetro there. But looking at the stand-ins now, so for a confirmation of the stand-ins, it is Red leading the championship on 109 points. He's not had the best results in the last few rounds. Vetro, who is currently in first in quali, is on 80 points. He is the second car. Then is Ed Cass. Ed Cass has had an up and down start of the season so far, and he's put him on 78 points. Alfred True, who had a few crashes at the start and who is not here tonight, he is on 74 points. Sabo the Meister in 11th place. We haven't seen much of him so far this season, but he's got a little bit better in this part of the season. He's on 65. Wes GS, who is in 10th place at the moment in quali, who hasn't set a lap yet, he is on 58 points. Then Mark, who had a few good finishes at the start of the season, and fell back later in the year, in the championship, and trying to get a way back into the championship. He's currently down in 7th in the championship with 54 points. Then we're down to Gavra Racing, who has been quite good this season actually. As Mark has just gone second with a 122.222, and that is finesse at its finest. And Kazar has just taken pole off of Vetro by 33 thousandths of a second. Hundredths of a second. Thousandths of a second, yeah, 32 thousandths of a second. And Gav is on 48 points in the Renault. I'm down 8. Then we're down to Krasar. Krasar's currently on pole. And he is on 36 points. Play Dutchy, who is not here. He is on 25 points. SSR Opalu, who's not here, and I don't think he will be here for the rest of the season, as he doesn't own the game anymore, as he's playing on F1 2019 now. He is on 25 points, and then we go down to Luke E. We haven't seen him in a while. He's on 23 points in the Mercedes. Infame in the Alfa Romeo on 20 points. So we go to Dazza, who's in the Williams. He's on 18 points. Leafy Brooms we haven't seen for the last few rounds. He's on 14 points in the Renault. Fanta Bart, who is down in, not on track, who is in the Williams, he's on 14 points as well. Then there's Mike HLB in the Ferrari on 8 points. He's currently down in 10th place. Evil Dragon XXL in the Red Bull, he's on 6 points. He's had some good qualifying places, and he's been given a bit of unfortunate luck in some of the races he's competed in, and I don't know if he's going to carry on with the rest of the season. He's on 6 points. And we're going to Mex, who we haven't seen in a while either. He's on 4 points, and then Max Ply on 1 point. What, on 1 point? 1 point. And that is that. As we've only got Wes GS and Sava the Meister on track, and Sava the Meister's about to start his first flying lap. So we go to turn 1. He's braking a bit later than Vectro did, but didn't lock up there, and he didn't get a power down as quick as Vectro. A little bit of a lock up there from Solo Meister there going into the first chicane. And finally turn the car in. It's a good edge, a bit of a wobble there, and that's a little common thing you get on the curving of the exit there. Yeah. We're going through Ascari, and Ascari is a very quick section of track. And then we're going down towards the final corner, Parabolica, and going through it about 5th or 6th gear is the ideal 4th gear. And you get the power down over the curb slightly, getting a straight line towards the line, and this will put him in 3rd place. So it's a very quick lap from Starbo the Meister there, and within one of the to the second of Kazar. Going to the section there, and get the chat up, and yeah. So confirmation, guys, that this is the 3rd to last round of the season. Yeah, this is. So we've got Japan and Dubai, Abu Dhabi to go, which is next week and the week after. So, you know, a bit of fun into that section of the season, and Sarban must have over curve slightly there. I think he's turned to the pit lane. We've got more cars on track, and I go on forward with Kazar as he puts it in the wall. So that is not good, and let's hope that the Hasses don't have a repeat of what happened in the British Grand Prix on the weekend, and make a bit of contact and have a bit of a crash. As I say again, and Kazar is backwards. And Ed Cass has taken hold. Joanna's gone off as well, so there's been a bit of a problem there with the corner end, and that is Vectro in the pit lane. And Joanna down in 10th place and 5 seconds off the pace. And she's new to the racing in F1 2018. She's actually a level 1, so give her some time to get used to the car and the game, and I think by the final round I think she'll be quite a good driver and show her true pace in that car. And Krasar, I think, is going for a lap. Krasar going for a lap now, so this is Krasar's fly lap. We're going to ride on board with him going down towards turn 1. So coming in towards turn 1, he's going to break in about, like I said, about 150 metres. Yeah, so about 130 metres there from the corner, and he's doing quite good there, quite well, and going down towards turn 3. It is, and trying to stay in flight right around that corner, about 200 miles per hour, braking hard just before the 100 metre board. Try and get a straight line through there. And from this view, it doesn't look as quick, but when you're in that car, it feels a lot quicker if you get that right. So as close to that curve as possible to then get the bumping on the left side. And this is where Krasar had a spin last lap. He doesn't have a spin this time. Get the DRS wide open, going down through the tunnel towards Ascari. Uphill braking into the left-hander, blind corner as you get up to braking zone. You just see those sausage curves. And try not get the back end out as much. And that was pretty clean for Krasar through the Ascari complex. He's down towards the final corner of Parabolica. Going into 5th gear, possibly 4th, no. 5th gear and a bit of oversteer in the back end slipping out there. And coming up to the line, he's going to go set a 1:21.260. The fastest lap we've seen so far. But Ed Cass is on a very quick lap, he's 0.6 of a second up. So, is Ed Cass got anything to say to Krasar now? There's only 5 minutes left of qualifying. Braking hard into the final corner. All geared for Ed Cass, so the two Haas drivers got 2 different plans here. He's going to go over the curve there and try and get a straight line across the line. He goes to set to 1:20.9. A quick lap from Ed Cass, and now we've got Vectro. With Vectro on a lap, he doesn't look like it. Vectro is about to start his lap, and he is on the rims of that there for the corner. Just as a sort of as his out lap, he's out on his first line lap on this new set of super soft tyres, braking into turn 1. Lock up again, and he still makes it as Wes GS. Krasar is in the wall. Wes GS takes hold at the moment. The Vectro is on the lap. And he wants to be aiming for a 26.1 into sector 1. And that's 26.2, and he's gone straight on. Now that's going to be an invalidated lap time. And unfortunately, I don't think that is going to be Vectro completing this lap. Yep, that is Vectro out of this lap. Ed Cass has gone off. Krasar, oh, as Vectro nearly gets hit by a car there. I'm trying to work out who that was. That was in Mike HLB, who is currently on a lap, 3 seconds down. And, Joanna is out of fuel. And that is Joanna. Yep. So Vectro might be able to make it into the pit lane now. So Mike actually doesn't set a lap yet, he's invalidating his lap time. Vectro is in the pit lane as well, so Vectro's got to make a quick turnaround here to get back on track and in time for the for another lap, and Wes GS is in the pit lane as well. So the top 4 are currently in the pit lane, as that is Mark getting overtaken by Sava the Meister. Sabo. What was his sector 1 lap time like? 26.0, so that's very quick. Invalidated lap time. So that, what did I say? The two Hasses were not going to make contact, and they made contact. I didn't get that on camera. All I saw was a car making contact with another, and that is not what you want to be seeing. That's going to be a bit of an argument we're having with the two drivers there after this qualifying session, and that has ruined their qualifying chances. Vectro is just going to be able to make it after not make it. OGS is not going to make it. Vectro's got an eye on catching OGS. GS is already into turn 1 and he's locked up, so that might not be an improvement on his lap. Vectro makes it in with no lock up. Kazar's in the pits. Is Edcast made it? Vectro goes round the right hander, going up towards the second chicane, trying to get a good entrance, and he does, and gets a good exit. Gets power down. Away onto the second, or through that for the second sector. It's going to go right through the near on flat corner, then right again over the sausage bottom out corner. Don't know why it's I call it that, it's just a weird corner. And going through the tunnel, going uphill towards Ascari now, trying to get a good entrance, and there's a little lock up there, but he keeps that car very, very planted. Going through sector 3 now, coming up towards Parabolica. One of the best corners on this track. One of the best corners on the track. And coming through at 5th gear, is he going to get a backhand slide? He's not. He's going to ride the curb to the line, and he's going to cross the line to set a 121.5. But is Edcast going to improve? Edcast is not. Edcast is in the pits. And that is Edcast out of that. Is Mark going to improve? No, Mark is not going to improve on that. Edcast, where's your pit box, mate? Yeah. So Wes GS is taking pole off of the Haas drivers. So it's going to be Haas. It's going to be Toro Rosso, Haas, Red Bull, Sauber, Ferrari, McLaren, Red, very far down. I didn't expect it to be that low. And underneath Red was, I don't know, I didn't see. But confirmation here with the timing of qualifying. And we're going to wait for that to load up any second now. And we're missing quite a few drivers tonight. We're down to 11 drivers. But qualifying results is Wes GS taking pole with a 120.4. Then Edcast with 120.9, Kazar with 121.2, Vetro with 121.5, Saba the Meister with a 121.8, Mark with a 122.222, then Red with a 122.699, Gazza with a 123.4, Gav with a 123.9, Mike with a 124.5, and Suki with a 126.8, all known as Joanna. In game now. So we're going to load up into the race now. It's going to be a 50% race, and it's on dynamic weather. So we could be getting a wet race. That would be pretty good to see. Might be a bit of a spanner in the works for these guys. But it's going to be a dry one, it looks like, for the start. And no, I picked up the wrong thing. And we have I think it was Edcast. I'm trying to think now. I've gone off of the standings. Let me go back to the standings quickly. Standings. If Vetro gets a podium, if Vetro gets a win tonight, I'll put him on 25 points, and that will put him, if Red doesn't finish with any points tonight, Vetro will be 4 points away from him going into the final 2 rounds. So Vetro, who's currently 3 places ahead of him, we'll try and keep him behind for the night of the race. So WestGS is leading them around for the first of 27 laps, and we got the Haas of Edcast in second place, and then we got Kazar in third, and Vetro down in fourth. So Vetro's going to be starting on the I think it's the outside line, outside of the straight, going towards turn 1. But as we've had a bit of a problem with closing up together, and WestGS has been disqualified. How has the leader been disqualified but no one else has? So maybe that was a bit of a speeding problem, and Dazza, Gav and Mike have been disqualified from the formation, and now we got Joanna coming up to the line and around the final corner. So everyone else who doesn't have any contact, have made it around the final corner and getting a little bit of extra temperature in the tyres. And Edcast is going to line up, so it's going to be Vetro on the inside line, and he's going to defend from Sabo the Meister, who's quite good on the pull away, and we're going to get a view of the crowd as the lights are going to go on. No, 5 red lights, and we are green, 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 and that is a poor start from Edcast. Edcast is down 2 places already, 3 places, going down towards turn 1. Vetro is on the inside line for turn 1. That was a switch of positions, as that is Edcast cutting the inside, taking a few places, and being bumped off the track, as that is a big contact between Edcast and Dazza. And we go back up towards the front, where there is battles for second place, third, fourth, and all the down. And Red doesn't seem to be at ease with that car tonight. And we're only 1 lap in, and WestGS has pulled a big gap already. Kazar is under pressure from Vetro. Vetro is going to look for a position down the back straight towards Parabolica. If not, he's going to do it down into Parabolica or the exit. And that is Cruzar going wide, and they have made a little bit of a wobble. And that is Sabo the Meister putting Vetro out of the race, and Vetro is gone. Mike has spun it as well. Now this has been a disaster already. Suki spun. Dazza has spun. Mike is backwards. Gav has got problems. He is very slow. The only people that have not had any problems is Red, Mark, Sabo. Well, actually no, Sabo may have caused that crash. Caused Vetro to be out. Krazar is under pressure still, and Mark is looking to the inside line and making a dive ball on Sabo and keeping the position as well. As he gets it wrong, and Sabo is given the position to go ahead. And they go side by side now. The two the two Italian teams fighting in their home race, and they're going to go side by side into the second chicane. Sabo is getting pushed out, and Ed Cass is coming into this now. So Ed Cass is looking to get past Sabo here. And there we go, right through the Lesmo, that's it. Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. As Wes GS has pulled a massive gap. Cruzar has pulled a little bit of a gap after this battle here. And it's the, oh no it's not, it is the Italian team versus the Americans. And the American is pushing him off. They're bumping each other, and that is Sabo out of the race. He took off like a spaceship. And oh no, glitchy barrier. And we've got the glitchy barrier involved into this race now. So we've got to avoid that, guys. And Mike has been given a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. That is, I thought that was Joanna out then. But there is a big gap between Joanna and Gav now. And Red is now putting pressure on Ed Cass. And there'll be a few arguments going down tonight in the chat. And a few claims between a few of the drivers. And on my part of that was Sabo and the Meister's fault there. He wanted to nudge him back, and Ed Cass sort of had nowhere to go. Taking the race to 9, and he made a bit of contact, and yeah, that was Sabo should have just backed off there and kept it clean. Sabo wanted to get back through the most ridiculous place to get an overtake back done. And we're now down to 9 drivers, so Red, wherever he finishes, got a chance of winning the championship already. Look at the chat again, you get evil. Evil in the chat, and I sound like a pan, do I? As Ed Cass and Red are now side by side, as well as Mark and Kruzar. Kruzar is not going to let him pass there, but Red and Ed Cass are still side by side, and Red has got the position on Ed Cass. So Ed Cass has dropped down 3 positions since the start. He had an awful start, and now has got to put the pressure on Red into the second chicane. And there's near on a Lewis Hamilton Vettel there, and Red doing a little bit of a drift there for us as we get back on track going through Lesmo 1. And Ed Cass and Red looking like they're going slow again. But back to the battle ahead, which is Mark versus Kruzar. And Mark's going to have DRS going down towards Ascari. And he's not close enough yet to make a position on Kruzar. Keep it behind and try for a position change, maybe on the exit of Parabolica going down towards the first chicane. He tries to do last lap, and he closes up quite a bit onto Kruzar there into the final corner of Parabolica. Kruzar gets it slightly wrong, and they go back down the home straight, and Mark's have DRS. He's 0.3 of a second away. He opens it up. He's sitting on 1 ERS. He's not going to close up as quick as possible. He wants to close up. And it's not going to be close enough yet. As Ed Cass and Red have made contact. And that is Red near on out of the race. And Red has been given a 10-second penalty for cutting the corner. So, this is heating up this race. And it's been a bit of a mental one. We've lost 3 drivers already. And unfortunately, Vectro, who qualified up in P4. He has not had the best of races, and Red's going to get another penalty if he's not careful. And now the only battle is Mark and Krasar going on track. The Wes GS has just pulled away in a storm and left the guys for dead. As Ed Cass is trying to close on the back of Red as well now. Red is now going to get overtaken by Ed Cass, and that is all down to downforce. So Ed Cass is going to take back 4th place, but Mark is not close enough yet to make a position on Krasar. He was a lot slower on that last lap. What was the lap times between Krasar and Mark? 1:24.9 and a 1:25.4. So 0.5 of a second faster Krasar was, and Ed Cass and Red are in the pit lane. Mark has got a 5-second stop and go penalty. Red is getting a ring. Ed Cass has taken a 5-second group penalty, and they're both out now. Oh, that is a yellow flag in sector 2. I don't know who that is. That would have been, I don't know. Don't know who that was. We don't have the luxury of having the track map up. If we have to get the track map up, see the drivers all marking me on the flip the wall there, and Ed Cass is putting pressure on Joanna now for a position. Joanna locked up there, and Ed Cass has made a position on Joanna. Joanna running the very lovely pink helmet and pink and yellow helmet to run along with the design of the Force India / Racing Point car there. Krasar is in the pits for a change of tyres and onto the... Oh, as he's taken a penalty. I think this might be the 10-second penalty, maybe? That is a 5-second penalty for Krasar. He's going onto the medium tyre, so he's going to go to the end of the race now on 20 laps to go. As Krasar, as Gavra locks up into turn 1. And Ed Cass, his teammate, is just coming down the home straight now. So this is going to be close between the two American factory drivers. And Krasar looking like he's going to keep it ahead of Ed Cass for the time being, as Ed Cass has clipped the barrier and just turned it into mush. And we're now going down towards the next chicane. The ocean battle is this now. Ed Cass went very deep into the chicane there and trying to close up as much as possible. Krasar is looking to be a little bit wobbly on the setup of that car, and he's now under pressure from Ed Cass, his teammate. So hopefully this doesn't turn into a British Grand Prix 2019. These two go down towards Ascari. Very similar corner, but Krasar has decided not to do the side-by-side battle that someone once decided to do at the British Grand Prix on the weekend, and it didn't end well for the Haas drivers. And Joanna is down in 7th place, so it's not looking too good for her in this aspect of battling. Krasar has got DRS and Red has as well, and Red is going to try and close up on to the back of Krasar, and Ed Cass now maybe make a position change for 5th place here in this lap. Because I thought that was a rabbit running across the track then. That was some dirt. Bringing the enjoyment of the commentary box up here. And unfortunately I am a solo commentator. We get to see Red trying to put everything behind the back wing of that Haas now, and trying to get a position off of him. As we go side by side, going down towards Ascari. Red is going to look to the outside line, going down towards Ascari. He's going to go to 112 miles per hour. They break late, and they're about to make contact. As they do there, and Kazar had to back off as he was going straight into the wall there. And that was not good on the behalf of Kazar. So Kazar lost a chunk of time as well as a position on Red. And Red's next battle is on Edcast, the teammate of Kazar. The gaps are slightly increasing now, and Wes GS is running away with the race lead. At the moment, he is 15 seconds ahead of Mark in 9 laps. Red has dropped off slightly behind off of Edcast. We are into the you're on a third of the way into the race. And, that is contact, and that is Mike out of the race, and that is Red colliding with him. And that was not a place you want to be sitting, Mike, mate. And this race has turned into a bit of a mess, and I think there might be a possibility of some chats going down in the forums tonight and in the chat in general, because that is not how we want to be seeing some racing in the Red Bull. The Ferrari team are not even out in the pits; they're just sitting there in the box. And this could be a glitch from my end, or this could be a glitch in the game in general. No, that is a glitch in general, and Mark is carrying on. Gav is now going up to 2nd place. Edcast is just going past the pit lane, so he's not going to get any position, and Red is in the pit lane. Red is on his 2nd pit stop. And that is another penalty being taken the driver of Red. Savannah is a little bit cozy back in the last. She's running the ERS a bit wrong. I don't think she realises how the ERS. There's a bit of problem with the ERS. Gavra is now on to his 12th lap. So, pit stop wise, it's looking like this could be like the end of pit stop, possibly. I'm not sure. Other than Gavra and Suki who's in pit. But Suki's running the super soft. So she should be in the pit very soon. I think someone needs to tell her that she's running on a hot lap mode a lot of the lap, and she's actually not changing out of it. Gav is coming in. Sorry, and Ed Cass is on back of Gavra now. So Ed Cass is looking for a pass back into second place. He's looking to the left, he's looking to the right. Is he going to go down the outside of Gav? Gav has sort of left the door wide open there for Ed Cass to make the move down the outside line, and Gav was sort of backed off there, and Gav realised that Ed Cass is a quicker driver there, and has made a step down in position. Ed Cass is up. Rana is finally into the pit stop, and we're down quite a few drivers already, and that's not nice to see, and hopefully we get to see a bit more of a battle soon. Ed Cass is actually closing in onto the back of Wedge GS, I think. Slowly. No, he is actually pulling away, I suppose. Gav has lost a lot of time on Ed Cass in a lap. We come up towards, well, just over halfway into this race already. We've had all the pit stops except for Gav, so Gav is still yet to make a pit stop. Gav will drop down to 5th place after his pit stop. He's number 3-second penalty. Let's go through the penalties as we've got nothing to check at the moment, and where's GS has got nothing. Ed Cass is on 2. Gav is on 3 penalties. Mark is on a stop and go, which he's served, I think. Then we got 3 penalties, 2 penalties, a penalty, and Mike actually had 10-second penalty. And as Gav has dropped out off even more, he's dropped over 2 seconds within a half a lap. Just over half a lap, and that is not good. So Ed Cass is in the pits for another set of tyres. Red's been given a 3-second penalty. So I don't think those medium tyres were working out for the guys. And for the next 11 laps or so. It's going to be a test on seeing if Gav is going to be okay on those tyres. Kind of like, he's on the medium tyres, so he's been going quite a long time for the rest of this race. Gavra's actually doing quite well on his tyres and running the strategy he is running. So Gav is finally in the pit lane. So Gav is on 17 laps on the medium tyres, so I wonder what he's going to go on to next. Soft tyres. So soft tyres should get into the end of the race as those Edcast make a position on him, having a very big gap over him. Gavra's come out of the pit lane, fourth place, so quite a good, respectable place for him currently. And he's got Krasar behind him and Edcast ahead of him, and he is on the better tyres of the two of them. So he could close up actually onto Edcast if he is quick enough, but he is losing a slight bit of time on Krasar. And a bit worried about that because within 10 laps he's going to be right at the back of him if Gavra doesn't make a mistake. Give me 1 second, guys, and I will check out the championship standings. How it looks. So Wes GS is on lap 20 of 27. So he's only got 8 laps to go before the end of the race. Mark is 25 seconds down on him, and Ed Cass is closing on the back of Mark with the Mark's on the medium and Ed Cass is on the softs. So this could be a close battle at the end of this race, depending on how quick he is going to push those tyres onto the track. So we're gonna go with a bit of Ed Cass on board, a bit of Ed Cass for the final for the next few laps. And Ed Cass's lap time last lap was a 1:24.666, and Mark was a 1:25.9. It's 1:24.4 and a 1:25.9 and 1:25.2. So it's looking like Ed Cass is going to close in about a second every lap onto the back of Mark, and he could be on the back of him by the final lap, which Ed Cass is 5.5 seconds away from Mark now with only 6 laps to go. He could get him by the end of this lap. He is now seeing him just down the road, turning in towards turn 1 that is now, and disappears out of view. Get on the grass a little bit and get in the car into the corner. Out of the corner he goes. He's onto high ERF. So he'll probably chuck it down too low in a second, or off. He exits this corner, going into the corner. That's onto 1 now, breaking in towards the next corner. There's a little bit of a lock up there. I think there was a bit of a lock up. So I'm just able to see him. Pushing the car into the track, and Mark is now putting the speed up on the car. His second sector was fastest of him, his fastest so far, and they near on are identical. And that is actually Ed Cass a little bit quicker. We've had a spinner in sector 2. I don't know who that was. But Ed Cass is only 5 seconds away now. So that gap has sort of not even changed. So 124.4 for Ed Cass. That was, I'm just going to double check that. It was a 124.4. And Mark was a 124.7. So only 0.3 close as Ed Cass spun it on the first corner, and that is not good for him. That has put a spanner in the works for him and Mark. Going to have a side-by-side battle on the line. So Joanne is now officially a lap down. Red, who's leading the championship, is now at the back of the grid of cars in the leading lap. Wes GS is on to lap 25 of 27, going through level 1, level 2. And he's in a world of his own. He's sitting in the F1 category, and these guys are sitting in this Formula 2 car basically. And, he's just taken away this. He's just taken the win of this race by a mile. And, Red, who actually now made a position to Kazaj. He is up to 6th place, and that was good for Red. A few people coming into the stream. I don't know if that is who will actually see in the stream watching or not, but probably not. Whereas GS on to lap 26 of 27. Then it will be Mark HLB coming across the line to take second place of the second last lap. And Ed Cass, Gav, Red, Cazar and Joanna, the drivers that are still remaining in the race. And when Wes GS get onto the final lap, we're going to ride on board with him to the final lap. And, the gap between Ed Cass and Gav is actually sort of closed down a little bit with the spin Ed Cass had. But Red is on the back of Gav, well, it's closing onto the back of Gav. He won't be able to close in enough in the final 2 laps. Yeah, we'll do a scarring now. seems to be starting. 26 lap. He's right on board with Wedge GS as he starts his final lap now. So the guy who's dominated the race from start to the final lap is Wedge GS. Is going to come down the home straight. He's going to hit into 8th gear, going into ERS mode 4, which is overtake mode. Dropping it down to 1 before the braking zone. Breaker before 100 meters. Get the car into the corner. Get the power out quite well and stay flat all the way up to 7th or 8th gear. It will be 8th gear. Corner. And down towards the 2nd chicane. Tucking it in, which is where Hamilton and Vettel had the crash last year. In fact, I was there when it happened. I was at the Italian Grand Prix. But as he chucks it in right through Lesmo 1. Kind of got, he went a bit wide there. Now coming through Lesmo 2. Try not to get the curve too much. That chucks you sideways and spins you out. Now going down towards Ascari. Probably my favourite contact of any track really. And he chucks it left, and with very low downforce cars, they can go now flat through that corner. Coming down towards Parabolica now, and he's going to chuck it in to the right now. Someone's spun it. But GS has come across the line, and he is going to take the win again, and he is taking 25 points into the championship standings after round number 9, and then it's going to be Mark to come down to the line. Him and Ed Cass, he actually had a spin because Ed Cass is only 5 seconds away. But penalties, will penalties hinder Mark, or will it hinder Ed Cass? And Mark comes across the line, and he does not increase any time. But Ed Cass has been added 10 seconds. To 5 seconds to his time, and Gav is coming across the line now to finish the race 20 seconds behind Ed Cass. Then it's going to be Red. Is Red got least amount of penalties to jump Gav? No, he hasn't. And then it's going to be Krasar. Has Krasar got anything to jump ahead of Red? He does not, unfortunately. And then Joanna will come across the line to take 7th place in her first race. And she is happy that she has finished the race. And in running the full pink livery, that is Joanna taking 7th place. As we're coming up to the end of the season as well. We've only got 2 rounds to go. And unfortunately that's going to be it after that. Until the next season, which I guess is going to be F1 2019. Which I will be back for, hopefully, because I will have the game. I have the game ready. And they're adding Formula 2 cars into the championship, into online. So, but here is your result of the race. And to confirm, it was Wes GS taking the first place in the race with a total time of 38 minutes and 51 seconds. Then it was Mark in second with 24 seconds behind. Then it was Ed Cass who took the fastest lap of the race. He was 34 seconds down. Then it was Gav who was on 55 seconds down. Red on 1 minute and 3 seconds. Krasar down in 6th place. Not where he wanted to be. He had to make 2 pit stops. He was 1 minute and 6 seconds down. And then Joanna down in 7th, a minute with a lap down. And then we had Mike, who was non-finisher. He hit the wall. Then there was Dazza, who hit the wall. Actually, no, Mike actually got hit by Red. Dazza hit the wall. Sabo and Meister hit the wall. And Vetro hit the wall. And unfortunately to Vetro, he was sort of... He didn't deserve the crash there. He was sort of just chucked into it. And there will be a lot of race claims going down tonight. But my driver of the day will have to be... I'm going to give it to Wes GS again for the outstanding pace he had tonight. And how he drove. He kept it ahead, and that has been round number 9 of the F1 Championship in Gavra Racing. Next race from the channel will be the summer series of, I think it's the GT3s. So I hope to see you guys then, and I'll see you guys next week, as I don't think I've actually got a place for the summer season. So if you guys want to subscribe to me, my channel is Ryan Racing, and I am sort of low on the subscribers, and please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Put the post notifications on if you are new to the channel, and you want to know when we are next live. Or check out the website, which is in the description, I believe. Yep, the website is in the description if you want to check out any way of getting into the league, which is run on PS4. And thank you guys so much for watching. It has been me, Ryan, your commentator, to the F1 2018 Championship, and for round 9 of the Championship, and we have been in Italy. Next round is China or Japan, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check that. The next round is Canada, Japan. The next race is Japan, so we're going to go to Suzuka for the penultimate round of the season, and hope to see you guys there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.